Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. The day has finally come. Farming Simulator 19 is here. I am stoked. I am so excited. We're finally going to get to play it now. I have been in here already just to kind of experiment, I guess, kind of see how the controls work, and all that stuff. So we're going to start our new, fresh game here. We'll start with Game Save 1. So we'll continue that. So this is the new career mode. You have new farmer, which kind of is the easy version of the gameplay. You start with equipment and buildings and stuff like that. We have farm manager. You start with no buildings, no equipment, but you start with some money so you can kind of build your farm up. And then start from scratch, which is just crazy because it's like the hard mode. The economy is really tough. The prices are low. And it's really hard. So I think I'm going to go with Farm Manager because that's more like the normal settings. And we can start with what we want to start with. So let's start with Farm Manager. This is Ravenport. This is the American map. They also have the European map, and I'll probably be playing that one too. But I'm going to start with Ravenport. This is probably going to be my main map to start with. So let's go with Ravenport. This is my character that I built. Yes, I have a John Deere cap. I know. Shut up. Don't make fun of me. I think everybody's probably got a John Deere cap in the game now. So, but yeah, this is me, I guess. Well, this is the best me I could come up with. Sunglasses. I could put a vest on, but didn't want to, do that. But there's literally almost every brand is in the game as far as hats go. So that's me. Alright, I don't want to change the color. I want to go ahead and continue. This is our bonus DLC that we got with the pre-order for PC. I wish we could have got the John Deere Gator. There's rumor that it is coming, so we'll get that maybe eventually. So we'll start with that. We'll let this load up. I'm excited, guys. We're starting our farm. We gotta be really careful because even on normal, it's a grind. I mean, it's a lot different, and you'll see what I mean very, very shortly. It is loading. The anticipation, the waiting is killing me. Come on. Load up. It's taking a minute. Starting to wonder if it's going to load or not. There we go. Alright. This is Ravenport. And if I sound different, guys, it's because I've got my mic on my mic stand now in my shock mount. So hopefully I sound okay. Alright, you have enough money to start the farming business of your dreams. What will your specialty be? Arable farming, breeding livestock, forestry, or a bit of everything? The choice is yours. First, buy some land, buildings, and the necessary tools, then sell your products and expand your farm. Alright, we're going to do everything except what they suggested to do. We're going to walk down this path here. This is basically, I guess, where we spawn in at, this little building right here. So, we need some kind of story, I guess. What could our story be? First off, let me turn the time down. The time is set default to 5. I like it on 1 because that's more realistic. And let's change some other settings. This is our map. It's a huge map, and we'll get to it shortly. Let's go to our settings here. There's help. We'll probably need that. Here we go. Let's see. Money unit dollar. Looks like this is all still set to what I set it to. You can do acres or hectares there. I would like to have bushels and stuff like that. They did not include that this time, so but everything else I think is set to how I want it. Traffic's on. The automatic engine start should be off. That did change. And that looks good. So we'll save the game there. We do have the auto save now. See over there on the far right? Have that. We have crop destruction, leaving that on. And everything else is going to stay on. Alright, so basically this is our farm. This is kind of the homestead. If you're playing on new farmer or easy, you would have all the buildings out here already. But we don't have all the buildings. So basically we're kind of not really starting from scratch, but kind of are. This field has got sunflower in it already. This one has canola. Pretty cool. This one, and you have field info in the bottom right down there now, kind of like the Wopster, I guess, with seasons. Gives you all the information kind of on it. Cotton growing 50%. We really don't need cotton. I do want to get into cotton, but not at first. It's really expensive to get into. So there's old Glory flying. All right. So we'll get to first things first here. Okay, this is pretty much our new menu here, I guess. These are the contracts. We'll be doing that quite a bit. Ooh, there's one for 16,000. That looks pretty good. So we can use our own equipment and save $3,110. If we don't use our own equipment, they take $3,110 out of the 16,000. So it's better to use our own equipment if we have it. So we'll be doing contracts. This is like the new mission system. There's no time limit. That's the best part about it. Let's see, animals. We don't have any animals yet. Finances. We do need to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and borrow the max loan. We start with 1.2. I'm saying that wrong. $1,250,000. That's what we start with. We can take out $250,000 more. So I think that's a good thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and take that out. We got to buy stuff. We got to buy things. We got to buy nice shiny new toys for our farm. Alright. So we have $1.5 million now. So yeah, this is kind of the default homestead. So I don't know if we'll come back immediately here. I think I'm going to do this a little different than what would be the norm. So yeah, this will be our homestead, I think. Eventually, we're gonna do some other stuff. We're gonna play it different. That's the best thing about Farming Simulator 19. You can play it a whole lot differently. So we are actually gonna go back. This is a vehicle overview. We don't have any. The crops. We have wheat, barley, oats now, cotton, canola, sunflower, soybeans, and the list goes on and on. So this is Ravenport. We are here. Can zoom in down here. This is where the homestead is at. It's down in the bottom right corner. I guess you could call it the southeast corner. You can kind of see where they had their buildings. That's the house. This is the barn. And everything else, I have no idea. I cannot remember exactly. I know that's the big silo. One of them's like a vehicle repair shed. But we don't have to put them exactly where they were, because like I said, we can kind of customize this farm as we want. We want to avoid cotton fields for the time being. I know you could lease the equipment and stuff, but the cost of leasing the equipment, we wouldn't make the money back if we bought a small field like this. When we get into cotton, we need bigger fields for that, like 4 up here. But we can't afford 4 because it's pretty expensive. These fields are really expensive. This is the biggest one. This one's like $1.2 million. So yeah, we're gonna stick with some of these fields down here. Let's go to the shop though. We can teleport there. Click on it and visit. So this is the shop. There's old Glory again. I love that we have a sun now, guys. That is awesome. It's 8:45 in the morning, and it kind of feels like 8:45 in the morning. The sun is casting the light now, so that is the light source. You can tell that it is by the shadows that it's casting. It makes it such more realistic. Very, very excited. Alright, so let's get some equipment. How about it? So to go into the shop, we'll go in here. Everything has been divided up into categories a little bit different now. We have small tractors, medium tractors, and large tractors. And some of the other categories have been divided up differently as well. So let's go into medium tractors. Small tractors, I could start small. These are the really small tractors. But if we get small tractors, we have to start with smaller equipment. I want to start with a medium tractor because I kind of want something a little bit bigger. Let's see. We have the 6M. This would be a good fertilizing tractor for spraying, stuff like that. So we're going to go with this one first. Ooh, that was a little bit of lag. Let's see. We start with 142 horsepower. The starting cost is $119,500. Let's see, configuration. This is just the that's the weights on the front. You can put the custom weights on the front or not. I've noticed if you put these weights on there, you can't have a front loader. If you take the weights off, you can put a front loader on there. And front loader, you have to kind of scroll down here to put it on there. We do want a front loader for this tractor. That takes it up to 121,000. I think you can change the brand name on the wheels. You can put the turf tires on there. I think that's what we want. We want to start with this tractor. We want to start with the narrow wheels because, like I said, we can fert with this tractor. And we'll need it for herbicide, for spraying the weeds, because weeds are a thing now. So we'll start with narrow tires. I think I'm going to keep the base engine set up. I may upgrade this later, but well, how much is it? It's $11,000. Wow, that's it. Don't want to go ahead and do it. Takes it up to 164 horsepower. Yeah, I may do that later. So, is this all that I want for this? Yes. What's configuration? Oh, that's the weight. No, we don't want that. We want the front attacher. Because we're going to do some logging, I think, and we may use this tractor a little bit for that. Maybe. Alright, I think this is everything we want. Narrow tires, front loader. We'll buy that. This is our first tractor, guys. 133,000? Oh, you know what? The engine went back to that. Let me take that back off. I was like, that's not what I said. Alright, let's buy this tractor. 122,000, that's more like it. Alright, we can fetch it at the store. Let's get out of the store. There it is, our first John Deere tractor, guys. I'm so excited that John Deere is in the game. It is a beautiful tractor. Beautiful brand. I've always liked John Deere. That's really the biggest brand locally, I guess, here where I'm from. So, looking pretty cool. Let's get inside. Here we go. Alright. Nice. Very detailed. Very nice. Very nice. Let's start her up. Ooh. Very cool. Very, very cool. Right. Hear that chirping sound? It's our hazard lights. We don't have any beacons on it, but we do have hazard lights. So I'm going to have to rework my audio. The only audio that I have is coming through the external speakers, so I'm going to have to fix that. But we'll get to that. Let me turn this back off, because we've got other stuff to do. Alright, I guess I could go ahead and buy the front arms for this. Where? Okay, you have to tab over to this. This is the tools. Front loader arms are here. $5,400, pretty much the standard price for arms, I guess. I think that's what they cost in 17, yeah. So there's our John Deere front loader arms. We'll go ahead and put those on. Really careful with these. Alright, so that's the new attach symbol. It kind of pops up down there at the bottom. It doesn't come over on the bottom right. And you'll notice that the little mini tractor that shows your tools is up in the top left corner there. So that's smooth, I guess you'd say. Alright, so what else do we need? We need the log fork thing. Now hopefully they'll bring out the double log fork again. I'll just have to go with the single for now. We do want to change the color on this. We want it to match our tractor. This, I think this is the John Deere green. It's the closest thing that I can tell. I really can't tell the difference between these. I guess I'm going colorblind or something. But this one looks to be the closest color. So we'll buy that. You guys tell me what you think. There it is on the ground. I think that's it. I think that's John Deere green. It's that second green over. Looks like it matches to me. If it doesn't, let me know, but I think it's the same color. Pick that up. Alright, now this is going to be, like I said, our sprayer tractor, so I need to buy a sprayer. We have the Coon Pack in 19. They put it in the game. The only problem with this pack for our tractor, our specific tractor, is we can't put that front tank on the front. This tractor does not have the 3-point hitch deal in the front. I don't even think we can put anything in the front of this. I don't think it attaches to this one either. So we can't do the Coon one. We do have the new Hardy here for $35,000. It's got a 2,200 liter capacity. And then we jump up to the $84,000 one, which is really expensive. So we're going to go with the Hardy. This is the new brand anyway. So we'll just get that. Where is it at? Right in front of us. Wow. Let me see if I can get around here. Get that to this. Alright, this is what I'm going to use for the weeding system, guys. I know I can buy a weeder and get them early, but I would rather spray the herbicide. That's more like what they do. They don't really have weeders around where I'm from, so I could get a weeder at some point, but I'm going to spray the herbicide, I think. Alright, we'll shut that off. Just kind of move it up here out of the way. Now, we have $1.336 million left. We need one more tractor. And I'm going to go with another John Deere. Get ready, guys. There's going to be plenty of John Deere at first. This is the 6R. We have the 6M. This is the 6R. I am going to upgrade the engine on this one because I want 300 horsepower. You'll see why in just a little bit. Front loader attacher. How much is it? It's $1,500. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on there. Wheel setup, standard, wide tires, twin wheels, which no. Rear twin wheels, no. Wheel weights for $1,200, $3,000, or standard. I'm going to stay with standard because it's free. We'll go ahead and buy that one. $239,000. Going through this money quick, guys. Okay. So we own that tractor. There it is back there. See, it's got the front PTO on it and everything, so we can eventually mow with this tractor or whatever we need the front PTO for. So, and it has beacons. It has beacons. I'm trying to figure out how to use the beacons. Okay, start the engine. Okay, so that's new. If your engine is off, you can't turn your beacons on. It just zooms in. You have to start your engine to turn the beacons on. Huh. Well, I guess you don't want to run your battery down. Makes sense, I guess. Makes sense. Alright, so we need... what do we need? We need a seeder. So let's go find a seeder real quick. Where they at? So you have planters and seeders now. Here's planters. That's like your corn and cotton and all that stuff. Then you have your seeders right here. This is the introductory Vaterstad. It's got a 3-meter width. We do have the Amazon and all that stuff over here. The Stara is 3.6 meters. These are not very big planters. We have the other Vaterstrad here. The only difference between this and the horse here is the horse does the fertilizer. There's two-stage fertilization now with this game. It's not 3-stage fert anymore, so we could fert with something else or put the fert in this planter. So either the Vaterstrad or the horse. What's the difference in the width? That's 6 meter, that's 9 meter. My tractor would pull this one. You know, I think I'm going to go with the Vaterstrad, because I can fertilize with my other rig. So we'll go with this one. Just kind of as an introductory. Like I said, we can always upgrade later. Let's see. What else do we need in tools? Got a sprayer. We need a solid fertilizer thing because we have to do lime now. So we'll get the small coon, I think. Well, I don't know. That one's 39,000. Tell you what, let me get some other stuff before we do that. There's some other critical stuff that we need. Let's go back over to vehicles. We need a harvester because when we do missions, I want to own my equipment so we get that little bit of extra money. Sure, we can start with the Bison Super. No. This is the small New Holland that replaced the T590. It's $100,000. No. Definitely not. Rustamesh. Massey Ferguson. Nah. That's the small one. It's not the big one. John Deere. That's what we're getting. That's what we're getting. Let's see. Michelin. Trelleborg. I think all the other ones are Trelleborg. So I'm going to leave it as that. You can do standard wide tires, crawler track, which looks really cool, I guess. It's kind of funny that it's on the small combine, but it looks alright. But it's $20,000 to do that. $7,500 for the wide tires and free for the standard tires. So guess what we're going to do? Free. That's probably what we're going to do mostly on most of the stuff. It's free stuff. $285,000 for that. I love the menu here, how you can go around and look at it before you buy it. Sure we want to buy it? Yes. Alright, so we've got our harvester. Now we need... Whoops. Oh yeah, you can go over to brand too here. Now we need a header. I'm liking the new shop. It looks great. There's our header. $49,000 for that. This will pay off in the long run. I promise. Some of you are thinking, no, you should lease your harvester. Although we're going to be doing missions, so this will pay off in the long run. Don't worry. We'll buy that. That's the corn slash sunflower header. Yes. Alright, now I could buy a header cart to tow these around, but I've driven around on this map a little bit and I think I can make it without it. If I need it, I can always come back and get it, but I think I can make it without it. Alright, so this is our seeder that we bought. This is our harvester. Got our headers over here. Not too small, but not too big. We can definitely make it through the map. I'll have to make 2 trips down here to get those, though. Okay, what else do we need? We need something to put our grain in when we harvest it, because the missions now, they're not timed. You have to do them at your own pace with your own harvester now that we have one. But you need something to put the grain in. Now, I could buy a small tipper. Where are tippers at? Trailers. Well, they call them... Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, that's our... Okay, never mind. This is trailers. I could get something small like this. Yeah, I could get something small. We started out with this one on the 15 and 17, I think. We've got a lot of in-betweens here. There's the small Krempe that they came out with. 48,000 liter capacity. But you know, I'm liking this American equipment. Now, I know these are really expensive, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy one. Go ahead and buy one for $80,000. Now, I know what you're thinking. You can't pull that. You need something to pull that with. Well, guess what? I'm going to buy a truck. Pretty out of the ordinary for me, but we've got a Lizard Warrior for $119,000. To change the color is really expensive. $3,000 expensive, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to stick with the black, which is free. So we will buy that. Alright. Now, what else do we need? We have our Wilson trailer and our truck. The great thing about these trailers is you can put, I think, 2 types of crops in it because it's divided up in the center. So, what else do we need? Well, I'm trying to think. We've got our seeder. We've got our fertilizer rig over there for liquid fert. We do need the solid fert deal for the lime spreading. Oh, and we need a plow. So let's get that stuff. The plow, they did away with my little coon plow that I always liked to start out with. I don't like this Salford one because it, I don't know, it kind of goes at an angle. Then we have this one for $14,000. Then we jump up to that one for $59,000. So I think we're going to start with this one. We can upgrade later. We'll just keep the universal mold boards on it. So we'll buy that. And I guess we can go ahead. Fertilizing technology. Let me wait on this. Because if I can get that, I think we can... Yeah, we can expand the capacity on this. And we can change the wheel setup. We can put narrow tires on it so we don't destroy our crop or anything. I don't think we would anyway, but if I ever decided to use the solid fert that at a later time, I would need that so I wouldn't destroy the crop. But let me wait on that. First things first, I think we've got pretty much basically what we need except for that. We'll have to come back and get that. Okay. So we want to go look at fields now. Now, I have, like I said, I played a little bit last night with John on his map with Puma Plow. And I made a little cheat sheet while I was waiting. I recorded all of the field prices. So we can just kind of jump in here. This is the new map here. We'll show you how to do this. Left stick, push that in, and that gives you your properties or land that you can purchase. And then you just click on a deal of land. Let's say we clicked, let's just do the big one. That is $1.2 million, so that's out of the question. Now, we have the homestead down here. And you'll notice that it clicks this whole area. You no longer buy just individual fields. You buy like plots of land, tracts of land. And there's even some land out there that has no fields that you can buy. And what really has me scratching my head is like plots like this. I guess you can buy these just for the trees. Some of these are... They don't have any farmable land on them, so I guess you'd be buying them just for the trees. And there's some even over here on the west side of the map in town. Even the ones with the sell points, kinda. I guess you're not actually buying the sell point because it's not lit up blue. You're just buying the land around the sell point, maybe for the trees and stuff. So yeah, okay. Alright, some of these are really expensive, $300,000, $300,000, almost $300,000. These are really expensive, $811, $400. We're not in this price range yet. We need to get back down to our price range. So these fields down here, 210, 362, 202, 280, 147. I'm liking this one because it has a lot of trees in it. I think this one across the road, 171,000, has a lot of trees. These two specifically I like really a lot because we can expand this field. Not only can we expand the field, but we can cut the trees down. It's got plenty of trees there, plenty of timber. So does this one. It has some trees that we can cut and take to the sawmill. And speaking of sawmills, speaking of trees, we need to buy one more piece of equipment. Where would it be at? It's under forestry. Right here. We need some type of transport trailer. I could get this stepper for $54,000 or the cheaper $28,000 semi-trailer, and we already have a semi-truck, so I'm going to go with this. I'm going to keep the standard wheels because it's free. Okay. Alright, so we got our log trailer. That's pretty much the same in-game log trailer. Still waiting for the Black Sheep modding to put their side tipping log trailer in. As soon as they do, I'm gonna get it. We'll sell that bad boy back. Let's see now. Where were we at? We were looking at fields. That's the wrong menu. So yeah, I'm liking these two. There is another one that's cheaper, but it's got cotton planted in it right now. And we're trying to avoid cotton. It's $102,000 for this nice size field up here. I'll probably be getting this very soon. I think this is the cheapest one on the map. I'm looking at my screen here. I recorded all the prices. Yes, this is the cheapest field right here. So probably be going with that one. They kind of go up from there. This one is probably the next cheapest, 15, and then they go up from there, 137, 213. We'll probably start very soon with these fields, but there's no trees on them. See, there's no trees on these, so we can't get any money back off of them. These we can make some money back off of them, and they're right across from each other. So I think I want to buy these. Let's start with, I'll tell you what, we may get 18 later. Let's start with this one field here and see how it goes. So we're going to buy field 21 for 147. It's ours. We own it. All right. Let's see what we need to do to it. Tractor rolling here. I'm just going to take this one down first. You know what? I should probably get some fert for this. And let me just go ahead and buy that solid fert deal. Yeah, this one has a much bigger capacity, so 39,000. Oh, that's only $250 more. That's only $750 more. And it's got a lid. These don't have a lid. I'm gonna put the lid on it. Keep a lid on it, huh? Wheel setup, narrow tires, standard, narrow, $500. It's only $500 for that, so. Spreading discs. Ooh, that's where it gets wider. What's the, it's 12 meters without it, 18 meters with it. How much was the big one? 67,000? Yeah, that's kind of expensive. And it has the same spreading width. I'm gonna do this one. Go ahead and put the big capacity thing on it. Narrow tires or yeah, we'll put the narrow tires on there. Boy, that really jumps up in price. But it gives you more width. You know what? I'm just going to stick with the 12 meters and I can modify this later. So we're going to get this for $40,250. Alright. So I think we've got all the equipment we need now. So let's drive on down here and take a look at our new property. Which one did we buy? 21. Oh yeah, it does light up when we buy it now. Or it did before, but couldn't tell. So this is town pretty much. There's more town back that way. It's a Californian feel map to me. It feels like a Californian map. It feels like maybe north of Los Angeles somewhere, maybe. ours. Where's ours? Right here is ours. Cool beans. Let's see, how can we get up in this thing? Maybe right there. Or down here. Yeah, this is like a better place to get in right here. It's not as steep. So this is our field. There goes my heater. It makes this funny noise when it shuts off. Sounds like a semi-truck stopping its brakes. What do we got in here? This is wheat. It has not been fertilized. It doesn't have any weeds. It doesn't need to be plowed, but we can't do that right now because it's got crop in it. And I want to keep this crop. How far up does it go up here? I think we can go up on this hill just a little bit. Because we'll want to combine these fields at some point. How far up can we go? Can we cut that tree? Yeah, we can cut that tree. Oh, it goes way up here on the hill. Okay. There it goes. There's the border. Right there. We can't go any further than that. So, that tree is probably out of the question. We can't cut that one. But it does come up the hill quite a bit here. I may not extend it this way right now, but I'll probably extend it over here. Oh yeah, we need a chainsaw too. Where's our chainsaw? There it is. We'll get the steel. Alright, I think we're set for logging now. So we got wheat over here. What do we got down here? This is the other field that I was looking at. And I know some of you are thinking, well, you don't have a silo or a house or a barn or anything. Well, I don't really need those right now. I can use my new Wilson trailer as a temporary silo. It holds 60,000 liters. I'm probably pretty much going to be selling all the crop that I do from the get-go anyway. But yeah, look at this. We own all of this, so we could expand this field way over here. It's pretty flat. It's about the same contour as the field over there. It's bordered. This is the border. It borders up to this road, so we can cut all these trees. If we can get a return on our investment with the timber off the land, I say we go for it. Now, you know what the next question is? Can we sell these? Can we sell these placeables? I don't think we can, so we'd have to work around these. Tell you what, let's go ahead. I think I want to go ahead and buy 18. It's got corn in it. What's the info on the corn? Has not been fertilized, so we'll have to fertilize this with our sprayer. It doesn't have any weed, thank goodness, but it's ready to harvest, so we'll want to come in here and fertilize that. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this. It goes all the way up here. It goes around. There's a lot of trees out here. See the birds flying away? They really did a good job on the realism of this. I'm very, very, very happy. There's a little dirt kind of trail back here. And it's got plenty of timber. Plenty of trees on here that we can work on and cut. So we've got some projects. And see how it's really kind of really smooth. There's not any rocks out here that I've seen. Hope we don't run into any by surprise. These bushes are really thick back here, but we can clean this land up and make a bigger field here. I don't see any rocks. Looks good to me. Then it goes all the way over to this building here, whatever that is. Looks like it's a sell point. Oh, that's the spinnery. This is where we'll take our cotton. So this is the spinnery. You can come in from the road down here. Alright, so I want to go ahead and buy field 18. I thought we've got enough money, so field 18. This is not where I want to go. So we click in the left stick to bring up the lands. So 18, it's 171,000. We want to buy that. It is ours. We own field 18 now, guys. So we're going to harvest this corn after we fertilize it. Oh boy, they had a tornado come through here or something. Look at that, knocked the wall out. Oh, they got a cone on our property. Let's get rid of that. Put that up there. Alright, because we're going to plow all this up. Eventually. We're going to harvest the corn first. Let me get my sprayer rig over here. And just a FYI, this episode will be a little bit longer. So... Alright, we got our spray rig here. Let me run back up and get some liquid fert. Hazard lights on. Hey, listen to this, guys. Can you hear it? You probably can maybe just barely hear it, but it's not a loud thump, thump, thump like, you know, on the microphone. That's because I've got it on a shock mount now. So no more annoying thumps on the table. You can't hear that. I'm loudly tapping on this table and you guys can't hear it, so it should be pleasure to your ears. Somebody's building a new house up there. That's pretty neat. There are no gold nuggets. There are no gold coins. There are no gold horseshoes. They did not do that this time around. I don't know. Maybe they did it on easy, but they are not here on. They're not here on normal. I don't know if I'm sure there's plenty of like little Easter egg stuff, but there's nothing that'll give you an additional $1 million in your bank account. Not that I've discovered anyway. And I don't think they've announced anything either. So, alright, let's buy a pallet. These are our pallets. You can buy bales now. Isn't that crazy? So I guess if you get into animals and you don't have the equipment, you can buy bales for your animals. But we want a pallet. And this is the fertilizer. The one with the red bottle, but the X on it is the herbicide. We want fertilizer. So we are going to buy that. Alright, we got $44,000 left in the bank. I think I'm going to leave it in the bank. Now, where did that drop? Behind the John Deere? No. Did it drop down there? Okay, y'all saw me buy that, right? Oh, there it is. Huh. It's in between our plow and the truck. So yeah, what I'll probably do is just park the equipment down there by one of the fields until we get ready to plow it. Let's fill this up here. We'll go spray that corn and go ahead and get it harvested. And the wheat we might have to spray herbicide on if we get weeds in it, so because it's still growing. But we're gonna go ahead and spray this corn, that way we can get it harvested and sell it and make a little more money. But yeah, we own our first two fields, 18 and 21. I love the John Deere. Oh, so happy. Ooh, so happy. That's a little heavy in the back there, I think. I think that picked me up off the ground a little bit, so we need to probably slow down just a little bit. It'll work, but it's a little heavy. Alright. So the sooner we get this harvested, the sooner we can start working on the trees and plowing this out and cleaning this area of land up. That's my favorite thing about Farming Simulator, is that we can clear the land and expand our farm. Alright, let me get lined up a little bit better. Can I bring this up a little bit? There we go. Switch back to that. And the reason I put narrow tires on here, it doesn't destroy the crop. The crop does bend now. So you can see when I drive in on it, it will bend forward. I like that. I wonder, does that keep it from coming in the cab? Yes, it does. So that's good news. No more crop in the cab. That's good. Well, I don't know. I see a little bit of flickering in there, maybe. So maybe it needs some tweaking. Just some fine-tune adjustments. Getting lined up here. I don't want to waste any of our fertilizer. Can I raise this up? I think I can. Yes, I can. Let's raise it up as high as we can go, because we don't want to bend our crop down too much. Alright, let me drive forward and turned on. Let's roll. Turn our cruise control on. Is it fertilizing? Yes, looks like it is. In-cab driver. Oh my goodness, that's I love it. I love the crops bending down in front of us. Look at that. Normally we would have this already fertilized, but we just bought this field, so hopefully it had the lime and stuff already down in it, you know. But it is fertilizing. It's doing something. Tell you what, we can stop here and double check it. Move over here to growth. Fertilizing, here we go. Okay, you know what? We could probably fertilize it. I don't know, can we fertilize it twice? It needs to be the dark blue. It needs to be that color. I don't know if we can do it twice or not. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I can bring our new solid fert thing in here and do that. Alright. When I expand this field, we're definitely going to have to do inrows. This over here. Ooh. We're not destroying it. We have narrow wheels on. We're not destroying our crop. Cruise control on. Kind of just eyeballing where I have been and where I haven't been. Love the birds flying out of the crop. So yeah, I plan on doing at least one video per day, maybe more. Felsburn, the European map, may start later. Right now I'm focused on Ravenport. Oh, Ravenport. I guess that's because of the raven birds that are in my field, maybe. Maybe that's what. There's a lot of ravens around here. Nevermore! Only a few of you will get that reference. Edgar Allan Poe, children. Nevermore. I almost said Edgar Winter's Group, but that's a band. Not Edgar Allan Poe. Not the same thing, not the same person. That's Edgar Winter's Group. Right? Isn't it? Yeah. They did Frankenstein. That's the song Frankenstein. Although if you think about it, they're probably on the same weirdness level. Edgar Allan Poe and Edgar Winter's Group. Alright, we got it fertilized. Enough talking of weird junk. Fold this up. We want to save our fert, but there is a new feature. So let me go over to this other field over here first and show you guys this new feature. We'll call this our home base over here, just kind of out here in the grass, I guess. We're going to be living like gypsies for a minute. Just right, I guess maybe, where should we do it at? Right here seems to be the best spot. It's flat and stuff, so I might have to turn the help on because I have never done this. Let's turn the help on. It kind of pops up there on the top left. You can unload now, and I don't know. Oh, here it is. So just basically the unload, like if you were selling at a sell point. Watch this. Oh, look what it did. I unloaded what I had in my tank, and it put a fertilizer kind of like right beside me. Whoop, too close. Gonna have to get that vehicle camera thing as soon as possible. But yeah, it put it right back beside me. Is it the same amount still? I don't remember how much I had. I think it is. 1707. Unload. 1707. Okay, yep, it's the same amount. So basically, they have this because the liquid fert is not just for liquid fert anymore. Let's say you had liquid fert in there. you need herbicide now for the liquid rigs, for the liquid fert rigs. And you couldn't put it in there because you had all that fertilizer in there. Well, you wouldn't want to waste your fertilizer and dump it out, somewhere. So they conveniently made this where you could unload it into a pallet, and then now if I wanted to, I could drive to the shop and get some herbicide. So, but anyway, we've got that fertilized now. I need to drop this right here, and we're going to run down to the shop. Yeah, I can plow all this up right here. Ooh, well, I don't think we need to go that way anymore. It's a little bit of a drop-off there. Hope I didn't void the warranty. Alright, let's get back down to the shop and get our solid fert thing there. And I think it's the same way because it's not just for solid fert anymore. Now you can put lime in it as well. I probably should have checked the wheat field to see if it needed lime. I don't know if we can do it after the crop has started growing. Oh, that's it right there. I'm looking for the little bitty one. Forgot about this big one. Or mid-size one. This is not really the big one. So now I need to buy some pallets of fertilizer. So you have pig food, oats to feed horses if you get horses. I'll probably get into maybe a few horses eventually. Chicken feed. I heard you make a lot of money on chicken feed, so that might be something I have to look into. The seed bag for our seeders, and then the solid fert, and now we have the lime bag. So we have a black pallet for lime now, and it is labeled with CO2, something like that, CaCO2 something. It's probably whatever the, what do you call that? The ID, chemistry ID tag of whatever that is. Lime, that's what it is. So we want fertilizer right now though, so I'm going to buy one fert. Probably put it back down here in between this equipment. It did. Let me back in here. The trains do run by themselves now, so that's, I like that. That makes it more realistic. And yes, you can get hit by a train. So don't stand on the train tracks. Don't park on the train tracks. You'll get hit. Do it from right here. Close enough? Nope. Close enough? Nope. And push my thigh back a little bit. Close enough? Now I am. There goes the lid. No, I should probably buy one more. Because that didn't put but 1,000 liters in me. Hopefully we can do this with the crop drum. Traffic, no traffic coming. Like I said, I'll move most of my equipment down here. Like I said, gonna be living like gypsies, I guess, for a little bit. Gonna be camping out because we are homeless. We don't have a house yet. I wanted to get the land first and the equipment because to do the missions, you definitely want to use your own equipment to get that extra money so they don't take it out of there. Let's see if this works. Check the crop here. 50% fertilized. There is no weed, so that's good. Let's see if we can do this. Let me zoom out here where I can see. Turning darker? I think it is. It's hard to tell with it grown. Hey, wait, let me just stop and double check it. Can't tell that it's turning darker. It is not turning darker. So I guess we can only do this one stage of fert at a time. So let me bring this out of here. We'll save the rest of this fert for later. I'm glad I stopped right there and didn't do the whole field. So I'm just going to park this under these trees for now. Or well, you know what? Let me run over to the field and check it. We're not destroying this grass right now because we have the narrow twin wheel on both of these. It does need lime. I wonder if we can put lime down with the crop there. Hopefully it won't kill it. So let me go over here and empty this. Right here beside this. Well, not right there. I want to be able to hook up to that without having to move the stuff, so let me do it over here. I think it does it right off that bottom right corner there. Oh no, it did it way over there. Oh, okay. Well, okay. We'll come back for that. Let's go get some lime and see if we can put lime down, because I'd like to have the 100% of the crop or whatever. I know we won't be able to do the plowing, but tell you what, let's jump in the help menu here. Improving yield is what we need to look under. So to obtain 65% yield bonus, you must spread fertilizer twice, which we can't do on the corn. Spread lime every 3 harvests. So we only have to do it every 3 harvests. That's good. To avoid a 35% yield malus, you must remove bad weeds. We don't have any weeds so far. And then plow after corn, potatoes, sugar beets, and sugar cane. So we have to plow after this corn. We got to remember to do that. Of course, we'll be plowing up a lot of that anyway, but I think I want to go ahead and plant a crop after the corn before or as we expand the field. Maybe not before, but as we expand that field. Well, this is going to be a long episode, guys. Kind of wanted to keep it longer on this one, though, just to up to a point, maybe. Ooh, yeah, definitely got to get that vehicle collision thing, the camera collision. That little zooming in deal, I don't like that. Let's see. We need lime. This is either going to be really good or really bad. Well, the lime is not that expensive. It's only $450. Huh. Yeah, that's not bad. $450. The fertilizer is what's expensive, $1,600. See, do those both spawn over here? Nope, there's one over here and one over there. So let me get this one first. It's nice having our fields closer to the shop, our starting fields, because you don't have to go as far. Can I get it from there? Nope. This plow's going to be scratched up. Oh, that is another thing. The equipment does get scratched up. Eventually, once you use it a lot. Good. Alright, got that pallet. Let's go grab this one. Okay, you get a lot of lime. A lot of lime. You get 1,000 liters of fert. You get 2,000 liters of lime, and it's cheaper. So lime is not that bad. So we don't need to buy a ton of lime because there's a lot of it, and I don't think we'll use that much. So whatever we've got in here, we'll probably have pallets left over for our next go-around. I like the little fuel info thing up in the bottom, down in the bottom right corner. That really helps you out. In-cab driving here. So now that one didn't need lime. We're ready to harvest that one. As soon as I get this lime down, we'll go over there and harvest that. Yeah, that vehicle, that camera collision thing, we gotta do something about that. I don't know if that's a setting now. It's not dynamic camera. I already set my microphone sensitivity. It's not dynamic camera. Dynamic camera is the bouncing around camera, and I'm not a fan of that. I think it's a mod that we need. It'll probably be in the mod hub soon. So I haven't even checked the mod hub today. Can we spread lime? Oh, maybe I should have got the wider. Maybe I should have got the wider swath there. That's not as wide as I thought it was going to be. That's 12 meter. I guess it'll work for now. Boy, it paints it white too. It's got that dust coming up. So I guess we can spread the lime in this early stage, maybe. Almost makes it look like it's been snowed on. Don't eat the lime, birds. It could kill you. Whoa. Hey, well, it might be faster just to go around in circles, huh? Come around this way like that. That way we don't have to stop, turn it on and off. Just keep it going. And oh wow, this uses a lot of lime. We're about out. Holy cow. We're out of lime. Okay, so we're gonna need to buy more lime. So forget what I said about buying too much lime. We did like maybe half the field there. Let's go back down to the shop. So fill her up. Fill it up with lime. We can always put it in pallets beside us. There's a restaurant. Our new fields are not that far from the restaurant. We can go grab a bite to eat. Is that a sell point? I bet it is. Yep. Got the restaurant and the spinnery close by. Okay, let me buy just a bunch of pallets of it here. Because apparently it eats through it. Alright, let's try that. How many pallets we got? Yeah, let's try that. That should be enough. That'll get us finished with this field at least. Turn, baby, turn, turn, turn. Alright, we'll fill her up here. Yep, I'm liking the trailer. I'm liking the Wilson trailer and John Deere. We finally got John Deere. I'm so excited about that. Alright, let's go fill this up. Let's go ahead and put it all in here. This might take a minute. Where does that ramp go? The modification thing is on that side, way over there to the right. So if we ever want to customize our vehicle. Yay, the heat kicked on. Alright, while this is filling up, I'm going to get me a drink of water here. So I'm going to mute my mic. Alright, I'm back. So, hey, I did that pretty good. I bought enough pallets to fill it up to the to the exact capacity, so that's pretty good. I wasn't even counting. I was just click, 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 click. I don't know how that goes. I got lucky. Alright, so there's our gas station. Guess we can get fuel there. We're close to everything. It's nice having our fields like right close here, just to start out. We'll get some others eventually at some point too, but it's nice having them closer. We'll say I'll probably be cutting a lot of these trees. Let's see, we're going over here, aren't we? I'll tell you what, this 6M is almost struggling pulling this with it full. For an additional $8,000, I may go ahead and expand that swath too to make it wider. That could save on time. Get back over here where I was working at. Can I buy a mower? Can I afford a mower? That's $19,000. If I get a mower, I would want to do the bale wrapping. And to do the bale wrapping, I would need a baler. Number one. Nah, I can't afford any of that yet. I'll get into that eventually. Because you can make some money on wrap bales. Selling them at the barn. The barn is actually right down here close to us too. Just down the way there. A lot of your stuff's down here. Got the shop, the barn, the spinnery, the restaurant. So if we ever get a hankering for a burger, we can go get us a burger. Come on, give me a cheeseburger. I like the birds that just fly up out of the field. You can actually see them eating in the field. Like if this field was empty, you could see them walking around eating like the seed and stuff. Oh, there's one trying to land. You might be able to see them down in here. Let me get done with this line first. I know I'm missing y'all. Probably some of y'all are probably saying, "You're missing, you're missing." Oh, I heard a dog. Somebody's got a dog. Let's go ahead and get these last little strips here. It should not affect the crop. I guess we'll find out, huh? Turn around. Alright, so we've got our lime down. Come back up and get that last little bit there. A little bit of a strip on this side that I missed. I thought the swath was a little bit wider than that, but apparently it's not. So it can go to 18. Ooh. Well, this screen just got dark. Did it just get dark for y'all? Like the light source kind of went away. Hang on. No clouds. That's weird. I guess it's maybe the white of the field, maybe. Alright, I'm going to say that's done. There's a few little mini spots out there that are not finished yet, but I'm going to put my pallets over there and park this right here. Alright, so now we will shut this tractor down. And nope, okay, when you turn off your engine, it turns off your beacons and your hazard lights, apparently. So I guess they do that to save battery. It wasn't that way. If you turned off your engine, your lights usually would stay flashing. So, alright, so we don't need our big tractor yet. We need our combine. So we're going to need to go harvest this corn. Get down here. We're going to have to get the truck down there, too. I'm going to take the truck first. Get it in line. I need to line this up better if I can. Right up on the sidewalk here. There goes the train. You can get hit by a train. It won't kill you, but it's not good. Do not stand on railroad tracks, kids. Turn our beacons up. Oh, look at the beacons. Ain't they pretty? I was almost disappointed in the beacons, but now that I see them in the game, they really do look nice. They almost have that kind of mini Christmas light. You know, the mini lights that you put on like your Christmas tree and stuff. The old incandescent ones, they almost have that glow to them now. So, I think I like them. They don't flicker as much. They don't flash. Like, they don't have that bright multi-edge star kind of flash to them anymore. They have like a glowing flash to them. So, I don't know. I like them. They look pretty good. Alright, we will unfold our harvester. And I'm going to go get the truck. I should have brought the truck first. Oh yeah, when you go into your start menu, sometimes it'll save for you. Let's see. I can just tab to it. There it is. It's next to the tab order anyway. Let's go harvest this corn. This is the Warrior truck. It looks really nice, and it handles more like a truck too. It's not as squirrely as they used to be. When you press on your gas and start on your gas, it starts that slow crawl like a truck. The physics are really spot on. It's braking. It feels like a truck. So I'm happy with that. Go in cab. Nice little setup here. It's already got the log bar thing on the back there for the back window. Some of the logs are coming in precious. And this thing has lights. So here's the headlights, basic headlights. Then you have these lights in the back. And you have even more lights in front. So it's got lights. I think that the combine that we have has like, I want to say like 4 sets of lights that you can turn on. So that's cool. Ooh, we are right here. So I'm going to turn this around. Over some bushes. They do bend over now though, so that's good. We don't care about these bushes. Alright, so I'm going to park right here, just off the road. We can get to it. Okay. Let's get harvesting. Alright. Ready to roll. Alright, we got our first harvest underway, guys. I don't think there's a better spot where we can end a video. So yeah, we bought field 18 here. We bought field 21 right across the road from it. So these are our properties. These are our farm areas. We're going to work on expanding them yeah, we got to maximize our yield off of these plots of land. They're not really fields anymore. We buy I like that. I did that in 17 kind of, even though it wasn't a thing. I would never cut my neighbor's tree. I would only cut trees on the land that we owned. So, yeah, I like that. That's really, really awesome. My header here. Tell you what, I'm going to just go over and empty into the truck without driving in my crop, hopefully. That way we can just kind of see what it looks like. Oh, I got to take the tarp off. I didn't take the tarp off. Will it come off automatically if I pull up to it? Magic. Oh, it goes through the tarp. Okay. So that's, okay, that does that. Alright. So we got to remember to take the tarp off so it doesn't magically go through the tarp. But yeah, we can hold two different types of crop in this truck. There's two bins in there. So if we harvest the field, like that'll come in handy if we like do a mission and then we go and sell it, or if we're harvesting two types. So we can store our crop in here. I don't even know what the prices are for the crops here. Let's see. Where's corn at? There's corn. Prices are not that bad. We'll have to go up to the ranch. So I guess when we come back, we will go sell this corn. I like how it puts the stuff down on the field now too, like the chopper stuff. It puts that on the field now. Alright guys, so let me hop back in my combine over here. And we're going to keep on harvesting. Alright, so this is the first video of Farming Simulator 19. I gotta say, I'm really, really happy with it. Alright guys, until next time, remember you reap what you sow. There's Matt from the Green Arcade with the John Deere Cat. See you guys next time.